Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. And for Brooklyn, Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Griffin. Then it's Harden. And it's Brown in at the shooting guard position. To the inside, Lopez kicks to Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
You know this, and if you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
Harden against Holiday. On the wing, Harden. 5 on the clock. And that one comes up a bit short. On offense, here are the Bucks. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game. And Doris, tonight, 2 experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game, so let's see how this plays out.
DiVincenzo against Brown. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. Durant down low, covered by Giannis. Durant against Antetokounmpo. Durant the pass to Griffin. Durant trying to break free. Rejected by Lopez.
Well, Lopez twice on the pipes. He has the length to do this every time on the defensive end.
The Nets still looking like they're getting going. 6-point game. Harden scanning the floor. Outside for Griffin. 6 to shoot. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And that's the trademark Griffin finish. Get in tight, elevate, and throw it down with authority. Big fella is a beast down low.
To the paint, here's Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
Now Kevin Durant. Harden outside, down low. The 10-footer. Griffin can't get it to go in.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Bucks shooting their first foul shots of the night here. He hits the second from the line. Nets trail by 7. Harden outside. .157 left here in the first quarter. Stolen by Middleton. Fast break, Milwaukee. Loads it up for Giannis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
That's already this guy's second foul now. He's either going to have to sit or play a bit more conservatively.
Here's Harden out to Harris. And Brooklyn turns it over again. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
And the Bucks making a change here. Teagues check in.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Teague. To the middle. Portis kicks to Connaughton. He can't hit that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. First trip to the line for him here.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
Four. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And it's Harris with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 6. Outside Durant. 30 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from KD.
I think it might surprise people that Joe Harris does not mind contact on the interior. That's a nice shot. Wow.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Count it.
Well, a point guard must understand window of opportunity, and Jeff Teague specializes in exactly that.
And a deep three from Harden. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Milwaukee on top, up 6. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn.
I think the underdog story started.
And Greg, playing with a chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Harden. Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's Griffin, and it's Brown in at the 2-guard spot. Connaughton kicks to Portis. Back to Connaughton. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Just his first attempt. And it's Brown missing.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
With the shot. No good from Connaughton.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up. It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And then Durant with the jam.
Boy, Kevin Durant, an absolute nightmare in transition. Combined size, speed, great scoring ability. Look out.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. Maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Teague against Dinwiddie. Connaughton. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there. And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Can't get it to fall.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
There's the steal. Pass to Jordan. Kicks it to Green. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And here we go, the fast break with Giannis. Dinwiddie with the steal. They're running. Here's Luwawu. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
For Brooklyn, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Well, the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. Just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. There's the lob, and Kumbo doesn't get it to drop for him.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
And 1:01 left in the first half. Here's Lopez. Jordan with the rebound. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Well, how about the 2008 NBA draft? DeAndre Jordan becomes the 35th pick and becomes an all-star for the first time in 2017. Boy, really an example of what can happen when you put the work in.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. And here's Holiday for 3. Middleton. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. They kick it out to Green. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 3rd assist on the night. Milwaukee in the lead. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Feeds it to Antetokounmpo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Jeff Green picks one up.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
Harden outside. Just 3 on the clock, and Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the... It was a fast pace for Milwaukee at the outset. Some major league offense and... Thanks for joining.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
His power is unbelievable, an intimidating force when he's at his best.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Portis is out there with Antetokounmpo. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 slot. And that one is off. Some solid defense there from KD. Durant deciding where to go with it. He dishes it to Harden. Shot clock at 6. For the tie, and it's sent back by Lopez. Middleton against Harris. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Now the feed to Giannis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Antetokounmpo's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Bucks. Harden outside. The pass to KD. And he uses the glass on the layup. Durant's got his second basket of the night.
How about the ability to slice through the defense, muscle through the shot? KD, go ahead, sir.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
The shot's good. Now it's a 6-point Milwaukee lead.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Antetokounmpo against Durant. And Griffin with the score. The assist from KD. Griffin's got 5 points so far.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's Connaughton. Green with the block. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. The offensive rebound. Swiped it away. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Bucks leading by 6. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Tipped away. Dinwiddie with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. Count that one.
No defense right there for that shot from Irving. Release so quick, especially off the pass.
1:22 left in the third quarter. Deflects the pass. Dinwiddie with the steal. And it goes down 2 points. Now just a 2-point Bucks lead.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
This is it to Forbes. Here's Connaughton. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. A three-pointer off the mark. For Brooklyn, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Irving's shot is good.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Dinwiddie against T. Pass to Tucker. Inside and stolen by Jordan. And now they decide to foul intentionally. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Irving for 3, and the 3 ball is good. Irving's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
As soon as Kyrie Irving crosses half court, you have got to guard him, and you've got to be balanced because this guy is an effective, dominant offensive presence.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Brooklyn. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Brown out there with Harden. Then there's Harris. And it's Durant. And it's Griffin in at the 5 down low. So that's the Nets 5. Harden against Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Middleton dishes to Antetokounmpo. 14 feet away. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
The Bucks trail. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. 16 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Harden against Holiday. Now, here is Harden. Here's Griffin. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Giannis throws it down.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Harris, right side. He feeds it to Griffin. Good D by Lopez.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Harden kicks to Durant. Back to Harden. Looking to end the run. Griffin. The kick out to Brown. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Here's KD. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Griffin passes to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Harden against Holiday. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Antetokounmpo up top. Pass to Holiday. Stolen by Harden.
This is what superb defense is all about, guys. He read that all the way.
And he comes up with the deuce.
With experience, skill, and ability, Holiday makes for the perfect go-to scoring option.
On the wing, Harden, guarded by Holiday. Durant with a wide open look. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Big moments. This is who Kevin Durant is. He delivers when the game is in the balance.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Lopez controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, my goodness. Lopez with a big-time delivery from the big man.
Harden against Holiday. And here's Harden to the inside. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Blake Griffin.
And you can see how the team rallies around Griffin in these situations. And their faith is not misplaced. He plays with such heart.
Right side, Antetokounmpo. On the wing, DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Holiday against Harden.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
And the pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. Giannis left side. Middleton outside. That 3 off the mark.
Points are an absolute must here.
And no time to waste. Not at this point in the game.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Nails the tray.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Milwaukee now. Lopez dishes to Antetokounmpo. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Timeout called. The Nets. They're behind by 3. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbound, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
The starters for Los Angeles. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the 4 spot. And for Brooklyn, we've got Durant, Harden out there with Brown. Then there's Harris. And it's Griffin in at the 5 spot. Now, here is George. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Harden inside the 3-point line. And Brown throws it down hard.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Here's Morris. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And the powerful frame of Morris, difficult to knock him off his rhythm, and there finishing through the contact.
Harden surveying the D. Outside for Durant. Clock at 6. Back to Harden. For the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Brown dishes to KD. The kick out to Brown. The 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
And that one's good, George.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here is George. Now Beverly. The pass to Zubac. Great D that time from Griffin.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Kept alive.
The incredible energy of Blake Griffin. Skilled at sticking with plays and finishing them off.
And here's Beverly. .153 left to play here in the first. Nobody near George. Buries it from 3-point range. George has got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here is Harden. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Harris, no good. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They get it back. George. He feeds it to Leonard. Shoots over Brown. Here's Zubac. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Harden. To the paint. And Griffin with the score. The assist by Harden.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Here's Beverly. Morris outside. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Leonard, and it's the Clippers scoring again.
Great rhythm on the catch and shoot. Kawhi showing us what's good.
Harden outside. Passes it to KD. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play. Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Down low, here's Griffin. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Griffin's got 6 points.
You know, it's not just the power of Griffin, it's the skill set. Reliable inside.
And that does it for the first quarter. Clippers lead by 4. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've...
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
And that's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. Green is out there with Luwawu. Then there's Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1 spot. Jackson misses. Nets trail by 4. Irving with it. Plays it up and banks it in. Irving's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Brooklyn. The Clippers shooting 43% from the field. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Pass to Kennard. Takes a 3. Green with the rebound. Brooklyn with the ball. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Irving passes to Jordan. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And this game is tied up now.
And DeAndre has really beefed up his body over the years, remaining ready for whatever the defense throws his way.
Out to Ibaka. Doesn't go for him. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it.
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. That still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team.
Dinwiddie finds Irving. Unloads. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
Outside for Batum. In the corner, Ibaka with it. Irving surveying the floor. Pass to Luwawu. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Batum wide open. He fired. Off the left rim and out.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
Luwawu Cabarro kicks to Green. And there's the pass to Irving. Here's Luwawu. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
The strength and body control of Reggie Jackson gives him an edge against physical defense, potential and one.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Now here's Irving. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Stolen by Zubac. Morris into the lane. To the middle. The rebound by Luwawu.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
Irving misses.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Dinwiddie.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And a close game so far through the first.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6. And that.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Blake Griffin really making a difference here.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2 spot. Good work there as it goes.
Every organization needs team-first guys like Patrick Beverley. That's a terrific pass.
Harden outside. The kick out to Brown. Pass to Harris. Shoots over Leonard. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Morris, left side. Leonard on the wing. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Leonard's got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
Harden against Beverley. Harden right side. Brown outside. From 13. Rebound Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Beverley the pass to Leonard. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on James Harden. And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
And last season, he made good on about 3 out of every 4 free throw attempts. And last time I checked, I think that's 75%.
Nets trail by 10. Harden outside. Brown outside. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Clippers shooting the ball at 42%. The feed to Beverly. Pass to Zubac. Beverly against Brown. Now here's Beverly. He's guarded closer. And there it is for him.
And dangerous in that catch and shoot game. In fact, anytime Morris can square up, he's a lot more consistent.
Pass to Brown. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly. Here is Durant. Harris up top. To end the drought.
Enters the league as a great defender. Now Leonard's an elite defender. Multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him.
George, no good. Nets trail by 10. Here is Harden. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him #1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Up again, and it's Brown on the follow. Brown's got his second basket of the game.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. It's Jackson with the drive. A shot by Batum, no good. Here's Irving. And it's in there. And now it's just a 4-point Clipper lead.
Wow, one of the craftiest ball handlers in the league. Kyrie on a tear.
Here's Mann out to Ibaka and stolen by Jordan. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Irving dishes to Jordan. It's stolen by Ibaka. Kennard, the pass to Ibaka. Back to Kennard. It's a very good look and converts. And the Clippers lead by 6.
And it looks like they left their defensive effort back in the locker room, guys. They just haven't had the same commitment here defensively in the second half.
Now, here's Kennard. And Ibaka slams it in.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
Jackson against Dinwiddie. Kicks it to Green. Shoots over Batum. And again, it's the Nets missing. Here's Kennard. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Irving. Green is out there with Luwawu. Then it's Jordan. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. So that's the Nets 5. Kennard for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Kennard's got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers.
And after a first half in which their offense shot under 40%, they've got the lead, and they should count themselves to be lucky.
Dinwiddie passes to Jordan, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
You really have to hit DeAndre if you want to prevent him from scoring sometimes. He is just so strong down there in the paint.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. KD's checked in for Green. Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Irving. And James Harden subbed in for Dinwiddie. Kennard for 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. In transition, here come the Nets. Brown's got the ball. Wasted no time on that one. Brown's got it back down to within single digits for the Nets. Now here's Jackson. Inside. And Ibaka kicks to Jackson. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Excellent timing on the offensive glass, and Ibaka takes advantage of the second chance opportunity.
Now Harden feeds it to Jordan. Kennard with the rebound.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
Kennard on the wing. The pass to Man. Puts up a 3. Ibaka, no luck.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Woo, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Back to Kennard. Dishes to Ibaka. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Batum passes to Kennard. There's the 3. Drills it from outside. Kennard's got 10 points in just the second half.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of...
Oh, my goodness!
Did you see
what a
play? Unbelievable. One more for the highlight reel. KD with the skyscraper.
And Ibaka kicks to Jackson. Off target with his 3. And so Brown will bring it up for the Nets. They trail by 11.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Lobs it up for Ibaka. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Harris against Leonard. Back to Brown. And he's way off from outside. Clippers leading by 9. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
With Kawhi, you love his talent, but just as important, you love the basketball IQ and work ethic.
So he can't get either to fall. Here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Brown against George. To the paint. Morris kicks to George. Releases from the wing and drills it.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
Harden against Beverly. Passes it to KD. Outside Jordan. Shoots over Zubac. No good from Jordan.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Brown against Beverly. Pass to Leonard. Shoots the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Clippers lead by 12.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
And here is Los Angeles now. And here's Beverly. Outside, George. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
emulate.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. And for Brooklyn, we've got Durant, Brown out there with Harden. Then there's Griffin, and it's Harris in at the 3. Now here's Durant. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Brown. Nurkic with the block.
A defensive anchor. I mean, you got to admire how Nurkic uses his wingspan to turn shots back.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Harden the pass to Griffin. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Blake Griffin, the combination of power and agility, that guy is a handful inside.
Yes, yeah, he can finish with either hand. He favors that right block, and he's got an array of moves down there to keep guessing. I love watching Griffin play the game. I mean, he has a lot of confidence in his abilities. He's terrific at staying aggressive.
Covington passes to McCollum over Harris, and there's McCollum. That's good on the assist from Covington. McCollum's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now here's Harden. Brown outside. Misses the 3.
A cold start for them. 3 shots, 3 misses. Good thing it's early.
McCollum, no good. The Nets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. KD drives in.
I'm not sure what you're supposed to do as a defender when Durant drives. I'm just glad I never have to deal with it.
Lillard against Harden. Lillard outside. Now the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard over Harden. And it doesn't even draw iron.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And you can't leave someone open around Durant. He keeps his eyes up, makes a play for his teammate.
Harden against Lillard. McCollum outside. Passes it to Covington. Back to McCollum. The 3. They grabbed their own miss. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. So they take the lead.
Well, the passing is an underrated part of Griffin's game. He likes keeping his teammates involved, and his vision is better than people think.
It's Powell on the wing. Over Harris. McCollum, and the second chance effort by McCollum. McCollum's got 6.
Oh, he's got to roll in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Harden against Lillard. Pass to Durant. From deep 3-point range, but they recover it. Right side, Griffin. Second shot opportunity. Great D that time from Nurkic. For Portland, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And the basket by Lillard.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Durant feeling it out a bit. And KD throws it down.
It's hard enough stopping Durant when he's on his own, but when he's running the pick and roll like he is, it's pretty much impossible.
McCollum up top. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. He's got 8.
His energy level has never dropped in this game. I mean, he's working his tail off. And the D is struggling to keep up.
Harden with it. Lillard picks him up. That doesn't go either for Durant.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Like whenever Covington is in attack mode, he's demonstrating how dangerous he can be driving inside.
Powell with the steal. Lillard attacking. Basket good.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
With 1 on the clock, and right as the buzzer sounded, he just dunked it right down. Wow!
And how about the use of that final possession?
C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Portland. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball.
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Portland, they've got Jones. Ennis Cantor is out there with Anthony. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
And stolen by Irving. And here we go. Dinwiddie heading to the hoop.
Look at how active Irving is on defense. Always using his quick hands to swipe away steals.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Here's Simons. Dinwiddie covering. Anthony, the pass to Simons. Anthony down low, headed by Green.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Jordan can't get it to go.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
Here's Cantor. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
It was great to see Cantor's willingness to bang and bump down low. He brings so much toughness to his team.
Portland shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Here's Simons. Dinwiddie covering. Hollis-Jefferson passes to Simons. Five to shoot. Cantor. The shot. No good. Great D that time from Green. And he banks in the layup. And the Nets lead by 1.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Simons, the pass to Hollis-Jefferson. It's not going to go for him. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Here's Anthony. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And that's what Jordan does best. An extremely lethal dunker.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
It's stolen by Green. Pushing it up. Here's Luwawu. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Pass to Anthony. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The Nets shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. That's good from Blake Griffin. 44 seconds left now here in the second. Brown against McCollum. Lillard outside. Lets it go from the wing. A rebound by the Nets. Brown finds Harden. No good from 11 feet. Trailblazers trail by 6. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Harden dishes to Griffin. And the rebound by Nurkic. Here's McCollum. And the layup falls. And now just a 2-point Nets lead. And that'll do it for the first half of All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They only had a couple rough stretches. And that should...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Brown out there with Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Durant. And it's Griffin in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, and here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, They got it right with the review.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. There's the pass to Powell. 6 to shoot. His first shot coming late. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's Harden with the drive. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, and when Harden is going strong to the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, ripping the rim down hard on that one.
Lillard against Harden. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Covington against Durant. Outside Griffin. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Now Lillard. He's got 8. Passes to Nurkic. That one off the back iron and out.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And the jam by Harden.
Oh, what hustle from Harden. Just sprinting down the floor in transition, finding a great shot as a result.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 6. McCollum outside. Outside Covington. Back to McCollum. The shot comes out, and it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's Harden. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
3-pointer, Lillard sinks the triple. Lillard's got 11 points.
With his ability to accelerate, defenders have to be careful against Lillard. It's either give him the 3 or risk the blow-by.
Nurkic with the block. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Over Harden. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 3 on the basket from Damian Lillard. Nets have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Harden surveying the D. And Harden with the stuff.
But when Harden sees a clear lane to the hoop, just move out the way. He jumps on it. So relentless in how he exploits open space.
Lillard against Harden. Lillard attacking, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Kevin Durant. The Trailblazers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Hard to believe Lillard missed out on a couple of All-Star selections. I mean, in seasons where he averaged over 25 points a game.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Rondae Hollis-Jefferson in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Luwawu. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. He has 6. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. .43 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Lillard outside. Pass to Cantor. Outside, Jones. Anthony against Green. Count that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down to just 3 on the basket from Anthony.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
Dinwiddie outside. To the right side. Here's Luwawu. Defended by Jones. It's stolen by Jones. James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. Back to the action after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the point.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Simons, the pass to Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
I mean, it's encouraging to see Kanter finish on the drive. The D has to offer more resistance.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Down low. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And that one misses.
And this spot has always been Jordan's biggest drawback. He's never been able to make his free throws at even a modest rate, and teams are never afraid to put him on the line.
And even with one miss, he's still able to stretch that to a 2-possession game. That is huge for them right now.
And it's Simons missing. Nets leading by 4. Here's Irving. Makes it off the glass.
He's going to get it done all over the floor. Outside, inside, mid-range. Irving's their man.
Trailblazers shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Here's Simons. Dinwiddie covering. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Luwawu.
Yeah, that's just a lucky break for the deep. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
And that one is hammered home.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down.
Here's Simons. Dinwiddie covering. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Here's Anthony. And that comes off the assist by Jones. 10 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Pass to Brown. On the wing, Harris. Up and in on the layup. Harris has got his first points of the night.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Lets it go from deep. Hollis-Jefferson can't hit.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
Oh, man, what a slam by Kanter. His size lets him make easy work of those big plays in the paint.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Covington against Durant. Shot clock at 6. Covington with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Lillard. And again, it's Portland converting.
Got to admire the passion Lillard plays with. He knows he loves having the ball in his hands.
Harden against Lillard. It's Harden with the drive. And Harden with the stuff.
He's playing lights out right now. I mean, inspired basketball in the second half.
Lillard scanning the floor. He kicks to McCollum. Dishes it to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. 5 on the clock. score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Gotta like how calm McCullough is. Even in big parts of the game, you can depend on him to step his game up.
Harden right side. Left side, Griffin. Out to Harris. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. It's Powell on the wing. On the corner. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch. Wrong guy to put on the line in a close game. You know he's not going to miss.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
KD against Covington. Durant misses from close range.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Harden kicks to Harris. Brown right side. Harris dishes to Harden. Let's keep it alive. And now Portland on the break. Here's Powell. Oh, off target. From deep. Offline. And so it's Brooklyn who's straight. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. Then there's Griffin, and it's Durant, and it's Harris in at the 3. And for the Bucks, That's a look at our setting tonight. So the next starting five. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Griffin, and it's Durant, and it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Lopez, and here's DiVincenzo from the arc. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Here's Harden. Holiday with the block.
Yeah, get that out of there. That's all timing right there. Drew Holiday continuing hustle play. Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. And there's the pass to Harden. And Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many feel that's a hallmark of a great front office.
If you go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships, you know, that tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that next step for that one matchup or that one series, finding contributions like that up and down the roster, absolutely, that can make a difference.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
It's going to take a little more to get Antetokounmpo off of his mark there. Adept at finishing those difficult shots.
Harden surveying the D. Outside, KD. And KD throws it down.
No better way to fire up your teammates. Durant showing good athleticism on the Monster Jam.
Now Holiday floats it up for Giannis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already. Of course, Kevin Durant, one of the game's greatest scorers of all time, but his ability within this offense to make plays, elevating the team.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Middleton right side. Outside Holiday, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Now here's Irving, following the miss by Brook Lopez. Here is Durant. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Anticipating the contact there and toughness through that play, Durant is not afraid to attack the defense.
Holiday against Harden. Holiday, the pass to Giannis. Nice D from Durant.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Stolen by Harden. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving's got the ball. Good, and Harris gets the assist.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's DiVincenzo. Lays it up off the glass.
Oh, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Now here's Durant. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu is checked in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden.
Love the aggressive play right there from Kyrie when he gets into the paint. Determined to score, but for sure get contact.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Now here's Teague. Outside Portis fires for three. He can't get that one.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And Green slams it in.
And you really can't forget about Green's speed. So effective on the drive.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now, here's Teague. Portis. They get it back. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Brooklyn shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. Bucks trail by 8. And here is Teague. Passes it to Forbes. No good on the three. Irving attacking, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Irving's got 6.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters.
And so it's Brooklyn going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific.
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And, Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
E.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. And there's Teague, and it's Connaughton in at the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Pass to Irving. That's tipped. Pass to Green. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Luwawu. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Bucks trail by 6. Outside Teague. To the inside. And Portis throws it down.
That was like a morning paper for Jeff Teague. Makes a great read and swings the ball around for a clean look at the bucket.
Teague against Dinwiddie. Inside, Jordan. No good on that one. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Here's Connaughton, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Portis finds Teague. Back to Portis. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Jordan trying to free himself up. No good from Luwawu. Bucks trail by 3. Here's Connaughton. No good. Shot missing. Dinwiddie with some nice D. In the corner, Irving with it. That That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And it's 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
I don't know how he does it, but Kyrie does such a great job to get deep position and convert, separating himself from other point guards in the league with that finishing ability.
Dinwiddie with it, picked up by Teague. Here's Jordan. Jeff Teague with the rebound. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 6 in the field here in the second. Dinwiddie with the steal. Here's Irving. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
We've got 1:18 left in the first half. Teague, the pass to Connaughton. Here's Portis. Shot from 16. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his first foul. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Green. Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And James Harden has subbed in for Dinwiddie. Irving dishes to Griffin. And here's Harris from the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee. Pass break, Milwaukee. Harden with it. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Irving. Durant's got 6 points.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
On the wing, Harris. Out to KD. No good from outside. And that's it for the first. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Brooklyn did not hesitate to set the pace. You could see the daggers in their eyes. And that'll...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Nets. Harden out there with Brown. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's Griffin. And it's KD in at the 4 slot. Now here is Holiday. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Giannis against KD. Yes, and the foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
Yeah, Holiday focused there and a good job of scoring despite getting whacked.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Here is Harden. Outside for Durant. Back to Harden. Harden draws the double. 6 on the shot clock. Shooting foul. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
See how skilled Middleton is, ready to pull the trigger, and the defense is going to have to do better.
Harden right side. Top of the key, Griffin. The kick out to Brown. Nets with the new shot clock. That one misses. Bucks trail by 3. To the paint. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. That ties it up. Middleton's got 6 points in the quarter.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting tonight.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Holiday surveying the floor. And Durant sends it back. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break over Holiday. The putback, and it's Brown on the follow. And the Nets lead by 4.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Giannis high post. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I don't know how you deal with the length of a Antetokounmpo. I mean, his name is long enough, and then you look at the body.
And the second free throw, good. Brooklyn leading by 3. Harden outside. Down low. Lopez with the steal. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Giannis against KD. On the wing, Brown. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And Brown drops them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. Bucks trail by 3. Teague feeling it out a bit. Poked away. Durant with the steal. And Irving with the basket on the assist from Harris. Irving's got 12.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Outside Portis. And Tucker kicks to Teague. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. Shot clock at 2. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They've led by as much as 10.
Get there.
Dinwiddie against Teague. Dinwiddie passes to Irving. Hangs in the air. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists now in this one. Teague against Dinwiddie. The pass to Forbes. Portis against Jordan. Pass to Connaughton. 3-pointer. Jordan with the rebound.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And a wide open look for Portis. No good on the last second attempt there. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Nets out in front. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. They've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Teague in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And the basket is good. Connaughton's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bucks. Nets leading by 7. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's foul number 2 for him. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Green. Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And it's Harden in for Dinwiddie. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. His point to them was that they put themselves in a position to succeed and that this is their game to lose. He needs to see full concentration out of every guy on the court to finish this one off. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Al Harden. Outside Durant. Here is Harden. Off on the layup.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is anytime that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
And here's Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. And that was huge!
Incredible.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Harden outside. From 8. That shot off. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Here's Middleton, and he jams it with authority.
That's great signs to see Chris Middleton get up just like that.
Harden outside. And Harden with the stuff.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Outside Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And you have to love how Holiday came up big with the shot. That's the kind of leadership you want to see from him.
Harden against Holiday. It's Harden with the drive. Good D by Lopez. Bucks have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Here's Giannis. He nails it, and we're tied up. Giannis has got 9 points here in the second half.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league, and more the team trusts him in those moments.
Harden against Holiday. Now, here is Harden. He's covered closely. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break.
Open up the floodgates and let Giannis run through. What a joy to watch him in transition.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. A 2-point game. 1:12 left to play in the final quarter. Holiday with the defensive effort. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst. Outside, Antetokounmpo, just 5 to shoot. Count it!
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Holiday against Harden, and they get it. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Brook Lopez.
And really, on top of all else Harden does for you at this end, he's a tremendous free throw shooter, around 85% for his career. Clutch.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
And the foul on Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game. Holiday dishes to Middleton. It's in!
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Outside for KD. Back to Harden. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Stolen by Harden. Here's Durant. Got it!
Well, anyone questioning Durant's killer instinct can stop right now. Wow.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They're trailing by 1. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K. So the Nets starting 5. Harden out there with Brown. Then there's Griffin. And it's Durant. And it's Harris in at the small forward. And for the Clippers, Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the 4 spot. The drive by Jackson. Morris kicks to Leonard. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And that one drops for him. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Here is Harden. Paul George making his last shot. And it's sent back by George.
How about the timing from Paul George on that rejection? Twice on the pipe.
And Morris throws it down.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Durant finds Griffin. Here's Harden. And he lays it straight in. Harden's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Brown against George. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
George against Brown. George passes to Leonard. This one for 3. Can't hit that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. And here they go. Leonard with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back.
Always amongst the league leader in steals, Kawhi Leonard knows how to start a fast break.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Kicks it out to Harden. 3 on the clock. Caption coming off the assist from KD. Harden's got 6.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
Now here's Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
All right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
It's the Nets now after the basket by Los Angeles. Here's Griffin. Here's KD. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, how about the persistence of KD? He knows he has the size and the reach to keep those possessions alive.
Jackson looking around. The shot by George, wide open. Off target from 3-point range.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And that speed and athleticism of Griffin, a lethal combination when he's on the break.
Now, here's Zubac. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. George with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Here's Morris. And it's Griffin with the rebound. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Nets have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Harden outside. There's four. Oh,
yes.
Goodness. And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Here's Jackson. Feeds to George. And that one is good.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And the pass to Durant from deep three-point range. Offensive rebound. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Griffin has battled knee injuries during his career, but his persistence is incredible. Still a nightly double-double threat.
Blake Griffin hits them both. 17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Passes it to Ibaka. Back to Beverly. Kennard on the wing. Irving with the steal. Good if it goes. That one's not going to go. James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Kyrie Irving. Griffin is out there with Green, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Nets leading by 6. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You too.
And it's the Clippers with the ball. Batum passes to Ibaka. Over in the corner, Beverly. Pass to Man. Shot clock at 5. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Dinwiddie against Beverly. On the wing, Irving. Pass to Luwawu. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that part.
Now, here's Irving. And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. And Morris throws it down.
Well, this is why it helps to have a big man capable of sprinting the floor. Marcus Morris solid at getting to the right spots.
Dinwiddie against Jackson. The pass to Green. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Well, for the most part, they've taken care of the ball. I mean, that's one of the few mistakes they've made in what has been a good half.
Clippers trail by 6. Now here is George. Passes it to Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They've led by as much as 10. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact. And Doris, make no mistake about it. Spencer Dinwiddie is looking to score. An instant offense type of player.
And Spencer Dinwiddie knows what his role is, and he plays it perfectly. He can go a little hot and cold for stretches, but he doesn't let it affect him. Dinwiddie's always going to provide that offensive punch that's so critical for you.
Morris, no good. Nets leading by 7. Right side Irving. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Well, an NBA champion. That's what we can say about Kyrie Irving. This guy embraces the challenges and loves the spotlight.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Tips it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. Morris has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, see, Marcus Morris has the physicality and the frame to be able to be a force on the offensive glass. That's nicely done.
Dinwiddie kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Back to Dinwiddie. From downtown. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Jackson passes to George. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And a new group in for the Nets. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Green. Harris comes in for Luwawu-Cabarrot. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And it's James Harden in for Dinwiddie. Now here's Harden. He's got 8. 29 seconds left to play here in the half. Good work defensively by Ibaka.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
And Harden comes to help. Kennard against Brown. Ibaka. Pass to Beverly. Out to the wing. Here's Mann. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game. That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. 5 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And Harden launches it from deep. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They had a 4-point advantage at the... And that...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Nets leading by 6. They've got Batum. Patrick Beverly out there with Kennard. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Mann in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Here's Harden. He dishes it to Jordan. Back to Harden. Just 4 to shoot. Misses off the right iron. The Clippers shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Batum attacking. No good that time. Some solid defense there from KD. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break.
Boy, still a dependable shot blocker. That is what got Serge Ibaka playing time at the beginning of his career. Nice.
Looking for Kennard. He gets it in there. Shoots over Brown. Ibaka, no luck. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the three ball.
Here's Kennard following the bucket by the Nets. And Beverly kicks to Ibaka. Beverly the pass to Batum. Trying to get open is Ibaka. A shot by Batum, no good. And it's good for two.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Brown against Kennard. Beverly the pass to Ibaka. Here's Mann. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Harden the pass to Brown. Pass to Durant. The Nets need to get a shot off here. The shot by Jordan, no good.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
In transition, here come the Nets. Harris has got the ball. Basket counts. And the Nets lead by 8.
Well, Kevin Durant is now able, because of increased strength and physical ability, able to absorb contact and play through it.
Now, here's Beverly. No points in the game yet for him. Kennard's shot is off.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Here's Jackson. Brooklyn with the rebound. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Irving's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
52 seconds left to play in the third. And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
How about Paul George? Puts it on the deck, uses that explosive quickness. This guy is really hard to contain.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Outside Irving. The pass to Llewellyn. Dinwiddie outside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Clippers trail by 10. Jackson kicks to Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
Boy, what is more fear-invoking than Kawhi off the bounce near the cup? Look out.
Passes to Green. And then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll return shortly. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Green. Then there's Irving. And it's Luwawu in at the 3, the small forward.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Down low, it's stolen by Green. Inside, Dinwiddie, and the layup's good off the glass. Dinwiddie's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Brooklyn.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Jackson passes to George. Jackson with the bounce pass. Here's Leonard. Morris trying to free himself up. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut back down now to 10 as they pick up the bucket from Kawhi Leonard. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Irving from long range. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Here's Harden. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard's got 5 rebounds tonight. Morris into the lane. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
This is where the frame of Morris allows him to absorb that contact and push right through it.
Brooklyn leading by 7. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. On the wing, Brown. 6 to shoot. Excellent D there from George.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Morris.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Harden kicks to Harris. Left side, Griffin. Shoots over Zubac. Jackson passes to Leonard. Outside for George. There's the triple. Harden grabs the miss.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Brown outside. Over George. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And Morris throws it down.
My goodness. Guys, you talk about embracing the moment, burying a key shot. Go ahead, Mr. Morris. We see you doing work.
Harden the pass to Durant. Back to Harden. And the rejection by Zubac. George finds Morris. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter.
You know, 2 things happen there. Excellent coverage on the shot, and then finish the possession securing the boards.
Leonard with no one around. A miss that time would have put him up. The Nets with the lead. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Andrew Beverly, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
Kevin Durant absolutely fearless. If the game's in the balance, he will demand the basketball.
Pass to George to tie it up. A three-pointer is right on target. George has got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Harden outside. Count it!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Leonard, the pass to Mills. It drops. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the efforts being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game, Kevin.
Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 17-6 run. And here's Leonard. To the inside. Zubats.
Well, we know Kawhi will always attract lots of defensive attention, which puts him in a position to find his teammates. Pretty pass.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 1. 6 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
What you want is to create a clean, high-percentage look, if that's at all possible.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're down by 1. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
Yes!
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...
Spots these days will be a fun matchup to watch.
He'll be the Nets off the tip. On the wing, Brown. Griffin against Nurkic. Now here's Brown. He's tightly guarded. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Griffin. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Excellent at recognizing when to shoot off the pass. Griffin is so good at catching the D by surprise.
Passes it to Powell. It's McCollum on the wing. Pass to Nurkic. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. A good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
Harden against Lillard. And Harden with the stuff.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
Now, here's Covington. McCollum outside. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's rebounded by Durant. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. And it's Harris off the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double-digit assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help.
Here's Brown. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago. And drafted 42nd back in 2018 out of Miami. Bruce Brown has shown himself to be a rugged two-way guard.
Yeah, he's a second-round steal. GA, he competes at the defensive end of the floor, and the shooting numbers are trending in the right direction.
Powell. Lillard with it, picked up by Harris. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
You better respect the interior game a little bit. When he gets deep inside, he forces the defense to hit him.
Both free throws good from Lillard.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Harden outside. And Harden with the stuff.
The athleticism Harden possesses is scary. I mean, he's constantly driving toward the basket for these dunks.
Harris against Powell. Covington passes to Powell. Back to Covington. That shot misses. Great D that time from Durant. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Harris. Harden's got 6 points.
Oh, quick and strong and determined. Harden has it all when it comes to scoring in the paint.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Durant with the steal. The finish. Harden with it. Now defended by McCollum. And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Oh, man, they built a monster lead here early on, and a lot of this is due to the game plan.
Now here's Covington. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Powell, the pass to Lillard. And stolen by Harris. And here we go. Brooklyn, fast break. Good on the shot.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
Trailblazers trail by 15. Lillard surveying the D. Shot to stop the run. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
The outstanding quickness of Lillard. It keeps the D on their heels. He excels at drawing the foul on these drives.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Nets leading by 13. Dinwiddie outside. And the wide open shot from Green. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor, just in total control so far.
Now here's Covington. The rebound by Luwawu. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That'll be his second foul of the game. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Dinwiddie wide open.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
And a miss there on the triple. And Lillard throws it down.
But look at how quickly Lillard leaps out of transition. He wants to run down the throat of the D, burn him in the open floor.
Irving from long range. No good there. Powell, no one around him. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Brooklyn looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels. And it's got
humble beginnings. I'm from.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Nets pretty much in control here, it would seem.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Well, no question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Portland, Derek Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Portland. Trailing by 13. And it's Simons missing.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
And Jones sends it back, but he gets it back. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Back to Green. That one, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Here's Hollis-Jefferson. The rebound by Luwawu. Brooklyn leading by 13. Moving it up. Here's Dinwiddie. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Dinwiddie's got his first 2 points of the night. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the 2 guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line. They give you rim protection. I'd throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Now the pass to Hollis-Jefferson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Jeff Green picks one up. Portland shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first one falls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
For Brooklyn, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Trailblazers trail by 20. 1:57 left in the second quarter. Left side, Jones. Back to Anthony. Swiped away. And here we go. The fast break with Dinwiddie. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Dinwiddie. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Canner. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Dinwiddie against Lillard. The open shot, Green, and no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. McCollum, no good. Dinwiddie with it. Lillard picks him up. It's good. Dinwiddie's got 9.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
McCollum outside. Here's Covington, and the dunk by Covington.
Proving he's not afraid to finish with power. Covington loves to dunk it home.
Lillard against Dinwiddie. Pass to Green. From deep. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Lillard. The rebound by the Nets.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's foul number 2 for him. Lillard against Harden. Lillard, the pass to Covington. Kicks it out to McCollum. A baseline J, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
I think McCollum's mechanics and mindset really come into play in the mid-range game. He's deadly from that area.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of James Harden was the man in the first. He had 10 points and 1 assist. And that...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Griffin is out there with Durant. Then there's Brown. Then it's Harden. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. Harden gets the bucket.
Now, look, an assist like that gets Durant more hyped than any other play he makes. He loves creating an easy bucket for a teammate.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Pass to Covington. McCollum with the ball. shoots over Brown, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And McCollum uses his wily strength to sink these shots. Even when you rough him up, he finds a way to score.
Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
Whew, that's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
I love how Harden squares himself up on these pull-up attempts. When he is in rhythm, no one else is stopping him from burying his shots.
There's the pass to Covington. In the corner, Powell with it. From the low block. With the tip, and Covington stays with it.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? To the paint, Covington with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Lillard with the ball. Here's McCollum. And it's James Harden with the rebound. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Griffin. Off with the layup.
Wow, that's their first shot of the half that hasn't found a mark. It's been a good start for them.
Powell finds Covington. And no good that time. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. Nets leading by 23. Harden outside. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Misses off the left iron.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
That's his first personal foul.
The Nets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Harden against Lillard. Now, here is Harden. Not a lot of room.
Oh, and what hustle on defense from Nurkic. I mean, great at staying in place and annoying scores.
McCollum, no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite losing Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
Griffin against Nurkic. A shot by Harden, wide open. And the rebound by Nurkic.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
Count that bucket. Covington's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I like whenever Covington is in attack mode. He's demonstrating how dangerous he can be driving inside.
Harden surveying the D. He kicks it to KD. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a three-point play. Robert Covington picks one up.
Oh, man, that's the type of play that gets a player and his teammates fired up. Durant gets the contact and still finds a way to hit the shot.
And the Nets making a change here. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Joe Harris. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Bruce Brown. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. Got that one up quick. And that's now 6 points for Kyrie Irving.
So smooth in everything he does. Irving will score the ball from anywhere.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. And it's off the back rim. No good. Here's Simons. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
And so it's Brooklyn in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Anthony, also Enes Kanter out there. Jones is out there with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Inside, stolen by Kanter. Anthony on the wing. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. He's guarded closely.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Dinwiddie up top. Jordan, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Pass to Kanter. They double him with Jordan. Kanter kicks to Hollis-Jefferson. Back to Kanter. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Brooklyn ball.
The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Dinwiddie passes to Jordan from deep three-point range. And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Passes it to Hollis-Jefferson. Here's Simons. Here's Anthony. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Dinwiddie from outside off the mark. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Launches a 3. Jones dishes to Anthony. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Anthony's got 7 points for the quarter.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
Dinwiddie attacking, and they pick up 2.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
This is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Kanter. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
And it's Jordan that's out the key. Back to Dinwiddie. Up again. Tries yet again. And it's laid in by KD.
And what about Durant? Time and time again, keeping himself involved, creating second chance opportunities.
Anthony left side. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Irving passes to Jordan. Great pass to set up the lay-in. 8 points for Jordan.
I love seeing that kind of unselfishness. Irving is proven to be a sensational teammate.
Here's Simons. Dinwiddie covering. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Now, you know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he could carve a role out on this team.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Norman Powell's checked in for Derek Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Joe Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Irving. And James Harden has subbed in for Dinwiddie.
And Simon's a bit undersized at that 2-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Nets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for James Harden.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity. He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Left side, Brown. Powell against Harris. Kicks it out to Harden. Pass to Griffin. Shoots over Covington. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. From deep. They get it again. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David...